Bo Levi Mitchell in the huddle, getting ready to bring his offense on the field. One of his main targets is Eric Rogers, who has a touchdown tonight. Let's go to the sideline. Here's Matthew.
Rod, the Stampeders might not have Nick Lewis's mouth anymore, but they still have a veteran presence amongst the receivers in Marquay McDaniel. Eric Rogers, who sits next to McDaniel, says everyone thinks Marquay is really quiet, but he's always talking to me about how to use my hands, how to run routes, and I spoke to McDaniel before the game, and he said, with Nick gone, I kind of understood that I had to be more of a talker. Sure, I'm quiet, but I'm going to go ahead and coach these guys up, like Eric Rogers and like Jeff Fuller. And just as an aside, guys, John Cornish is out of the game with a thumb injury. Okay?
Not good news for the short-staffed Stampeders. Their best player gone for the football game. And Tim Brown comes in at running back now. He'll get some touches. So without some key offensive personnel on their O-line and now their feature back, see what the Calgary Stampeders can muster. They've been doing it with duct tape the last few weeks.
Yeah, they really have a number of serious injuries. And you go down the list for this team. It's been talked about a lot on the offensive line, but also lost an important receiver, Simon Charbonneau. Now you add John Cornish to that mix as well.
2nd and 8. Lots of time for Bo. Pocket closes and going backwards, but they'll give Joe West progression here. And it should be another first down. What a throw by Mitchell. Just kind of lobbed it up.
Well, he's got to be accurate here as you see the defenders converging on Joe West, but terrific throw when you consider he's got to throw it across his body. Moving to his right, throwing back to his left into that small window. He puts it on the mark.
25-year-old Bo Levi Mitchell stands in again, avoids the rush, and it's West again, finding an outlet as the Redblacks were bringing the heat.
And Joe West, maybe it's his turn to get going in this Calgary offense. As we mentioned already, 3 different Stampeder receivers. Rogers, Fuller, and McDaniel have recorded 100-yard receiving games this season.
Another key 2nd down conversion for the Stampeders. 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They give it to Walter. And it looks like he too will reset the downs. Had to get to the 51. Matt Walter take the horns now as John Cornish is in the locker room.
Matt Walter, a guy who joined this Stampeder team as part of a 2011 draft class that included Anthony Parker and Brad Sinopoli.
Walter, what a prize. Selected in the 5th round, 34th overall. Sideline, one of those twin towers. Fuller can't make the catch. Well, big guys up there, and Jeff Fuller and Eric Rogers, both 6'3", 6'4". You might think a bit of a height advantage. That ball was thrown a little high, but Fuller couldn't bring it down. Daniels back in. 2nd and 10. There's Fuller. There's defensive coordinator Mark Nelson. He too has been around like Rick Stubler. Have to get to the 41-yard line. And almost picked off. That time thrown into traffic. And once again, Fuller is getting to know Javon Johnson quite well tonight.
A busy night for Javon Johnson over there. Again, it's Fuller and Rogers working on the same side of the field, working a bit of an in and out. Fuller with the deep slant, Rogers working the out. Redblacks sitting on that inside route, making a play, much to the pleasure of one-time Stampeder Mark Nelson.
He's upstairs for the Redblacks. Stubler downstairs. Big kick. looks like it's going to bounce into the end zone for a point. Who knows how that will factor in. Right now it's a 2-point game once again. Canada's men's rugby team faces Tonga in the Pacific Nations Cup live from Burnaby, BC tonight. Action gets underway at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific on TSN2. John Cornish is out of the locker room now. He's done for the night. And a question mark now. Stampeders certainly hope not too much longer.
And a scene that Stampeders coaches, players, fans saw a little bit too much of last season. John Cornish in street clothes.
Jeremiah Johnson is swallowed up.
And just a dominant play at the line of scrimmage there from the Calgary Stampeders. 5 men up, including the middle linebacker, Juwan Simpson. There you see Derek Wigan, first-year man out of Queen's University, originally a 2014 draft pick of these Stampeders, getting a chance to be part of that D-tackle rotation with the Canadians, Turner and Smith.
Under 2, third quarter, 3-point Calgary lead. Quick one, firing it right at the first down marker, and it's Greg Ellingson. Fast becoming a favorite target for Henry Burris tonight.
Well, favorite target as he was 2 years ago when they were teammates with the Hamilton Tiger Cats. That's the 10th second down conversion and 18 opportunities for the Ottawa Redblacks in this ballgame.
Now to their 46-yard line. Burris is in trouble, and he'll be buried near the 43. It'll be another second down conversion.
You're just going to see this pocket start to cave in around Henry Burris, collapsing. All 4 pass rushers winning their battles, closing distance toward the Calgary quarterback. Nowhere to step up, nowhere to slide.
4 big dudes, 4 mean guys on that line. Charleston Hughes, Quinn Smith, Junior Turner, and Freddie Bishop. 2nd and 14. They rush 5. Wobbler. Oh, what a catch!
Fantastic catch.
Phenomenal from Ernest Jackson. Right at the marker. And it is a first down.
Jackson's going to be the second man in that stack. He's going to push up, recognizing the situation, push up to first down depth. Great concentration as the hit comes at the same time as the ball.
Highlight real time for Jackson into Calgary territory. Burris now dances out. Johnson's the outlet, one-on-one. Nice move here, gets a block, and is very close to a first down in what appears to be the final play of the third quarter. Calgary Stampeders, Ottawa Redblacks, the kickers do the scoring in the third quarter here tonight. 3-point lead for the Stamps. But the Redblacks are driving as we head to the fourth on Wendy's Friday Night Football. 23-20 heading to the fourth here on Wendy's Friday Night Football with Dwayne Ford, Matthew Shinetti, and our entire crew here. Rod Black with you as we head to the fourth. One thing the Ottawa Redblacks did last year, they were in a lot of football games into the fourth, but they never won trailing after 3. They were 0-13. They are 2-2 this season. They've started to learn how to win, and you wonder if this 2-point convert that was denied to them in that first half may come back to haunt them.
Yeah, and just a tough call, a very unique situation, as the play, the ruling on the field, or the call at the time, was a touchdown, as you heard the guys explain at halftime. So the play is initially and immediately blown dead. The fumble recovery, it was felt, didn't happen immediately. It was a ball that bounced around a little bit, so it's not an immediate recovery. So it sort of stands as the ball being fumbled, the play blown dead. no two-point convert for Ottawa and a three-point game to start the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and I can understand the interpretation of it, but at the
just a
same
tough situation.
time, very tough. Saw the official on the sideline signal the touchdown or successful two-point convert, I guess we could call it. Bounced around, but you can see when a ball is fumbled and it's live, it's live.
Yeah.
Unless the whistle blows, hence the dead ball. First down, early fourth here. Redblacks 12 for 19 now on second down conversions tonight. They've been good in that department. Johnson plows up the middle. Down to the 38-yard line. It's going to be another second down conversion attempt. Jeremiah Johnson filling in for the injured Siobhan Walker. He's had a couple of two-point convert attempts tonight. One was good, one was taken away. Siobhan Walker is a spectator tonight.
A little bit banged up. They felt they wanted a running back who was going to be 100% to bang out some of the tough yards between the tackles they were going to need tonight.
Blitz off the edge. Now Burris goes himself and has the first down. Old Man River.
And another second down conversion for the Redblacks. This time courtesy of the legs of Henry Burris. This time you see there's not the same push up the middle on the rush this time, which gives Burris an opportunity to step up, and as he does, he realizes he can get to that first down marker on his own. Doesn't need to try and force a deep ball, he just needs to keep the drive alive.
Burris, one of the leading rushers, despite the fact he's now tipped over 40 years of age. First down, Burris. We've done a lot of the Redblacks games this year. One thing we've noticed is they eat up a lot of time on drives. They're doing it again. First and 10. Low price, bottom of your screen. Chris Williams top. Look out! And Henry Burris is hammered by Charleston Hughes. Huge sack from Hughes.
Yeah, Charleston Hughes is going to be quick around the edge here. Henry Burris looking to his right. There's that backside, and you see Hughes just with the burst of speed to blow past Sir Vincent Rogers. Had his own chainsaw going on that one.
Charleston Hughes has had a monster night here tonight. 3 sacks. Second and 16. Burris in trouble again, and he's going down.
The loss of field position hurts there.
Huge, because now they're out of field goal range as Quinn Smith, the Concordia Stinger, stings the Redblacks.
Quinn Smith having a terrific sophomore season.
Penalty flag at the 50.
Objectionable conduct. Ottawa number 66. 10-yard penalty. Third down.
Well, another 10 yards back. Redblacks went from what looked like at least, the very least, a field goal attempt. Now they'll have to punt the football away. John Gott, 63.
Well, they called it on Nolan McMillan, who was in that discussion with the officials as well.
3rd and 35, long yards. And a bad kick from Alix. It bounces out, or did it? Might have gone out in the air, and there's going to be more yardage tacked on here. Calgary Stampeders catch a huge break here. Defense comes up big, and Charleston Hughes does it all. 3-point ball game. The CFL on TSN is brought to you by GMC. We are professional grade. Bullet holes in the cleats of the Ottawa Redblacks right now. Got it down to the 33-yard line of the Stampeders. And now the Stamps don't give up any points. And they're at their own 43. because of sacks and penalties.
Yeah, the objectionable conduct followed by the punt that went out of bounds between the 20-yard lines. As you said, no return, no points scored by Ottawa. Yet somehow Calgary is starting with the ball 10 yards further ahead than Ottawa's furthest advance on the drive.
Anthony Alik's kick didn't help. You have to kick the ball on the ground at the very least between the 20s. Cannot travel out in the air, so that tacked on the additional penalty. 2nd and 9. Mitchell has his man. They are saying it's a catch. The Redblacks are saying incomplete. The officials huddle up and they're saying it is a first down.
Ottawa's right, that's not a catch.
And Marquay McDaniel, and they're going to try to huddle up quick here. Maybe they won't. And this would probably be a good time to throw a challenge flag.
Absolutely not a catch by Marquay McDaniel. That one fell between his arms and hit the turf.
They have not thrown the flag, and they are not going to get it off in time. So Calgary might have caught a break just now. Oh, there's a whistle.
Timeout, Calgary.
Well, ironic that Calgary's the team calling the timeout. It'll be interesting to see if Ottawa throws a flag here. Given a little bit more time to see this replay.
Yeah, that's not a catch.
We'll see here because the replay is now going to show on the big screen, so everyone's going to see it.
Take one more look now. Maybe not definitive enough.
Oh, I think it's pretty definitive.
That's a definitive. They did not throw the challenge flag. They missed that opportunity. Mitchell gets loose, and it's knocked down. Eric Rogers, who sprung. Abdul Kane converged.
And I'll tell you what, Abdul Kane is a guy who's really, in my eyes, come into his own here in his 2nd year with the Ottawa Redblacks. It seems every time we see this team play, this is a guy that shows up repeatedly on film making plays. Played a little more corner last season, but seeing action at the boundary halfback this year. Tough position to play, but he's proven to be up to the challenge.
Under 10 to play in the 4th, and a tight one here in Ottawa. Mitchell fires, another knockdown. Looking for Joe West.
Well, tell you what, it's interesting. We had a chat with Bo Levi Mitchell yesterday and talked about this Ottawa defense that he was going to face. And he said without a doubt in his mind, taking nothing away from the rest of the Ottawa D, he felt the strength of this Ottawa defense was their secondary. A young group, mostly 2nd-year players, other than Javon Johnson. You can see these guys are certainly playing up to exactly the challenge that Bo Levi Mitchell expected.
Brandon Thompson had 4 picks last year. That's a key knockdown. There's a challenge flag coming now from John Huffnagel. He's going to challenge pass interference. And isn't there irony in
Calgary
this?
is challenging that there was pass interference on the play. We'll review the play.
Now, can't see there. Did Thompson have his right hand? You might take a look here. Did he have his hand on him? I don't know.
Well, the right hand is wrapped around the waist.
Was it before?
Joe West. Similar kind of play to the one where we saw interference called on Buddy Jackson.
Now, was it simultaneous?
After review, the ruling is confirmed. Incomplete pass, no interference.
No interference. So after all that, you know, thought for a moment the Redblacks might rue their non-decision to throw a challenge flag. As it works out, they're going to get the football back. Chris Williams lurks near the 15. Maver launches. Wobbly one. No opportunity for a return. Henry Burris trying to lead his team back. Looking to bounce back from 2 straight losses and get their 3rd win of the season. Can they knock off? Know what this stuff is all about. Close football games so far this season. All 3 wins have come by a total of 7 points. And right now they lead by 3 here in Ottawa. Lots of time left though. Burris sidearm. Ernest Jackson snares it. Half the first down yardage maybe.
And there you see the close victories for the Calgary Stampeders. 1-point win over Hamilton to open the season. Beat Toronto by 5 a couple weeks ago, and then another 1-point win against the Winnipeg Blue Bombers in a thriller last weekend.
A little bit different than last year when they came running like wild horses out of the starting gate and demolished nearly everyone in their path. Different story this year. They got the target on them, the bullseye. And they've got a lot of injuries. Burris, look out! And gone is Chris Williams. He'll score. But there's a penalty flag. This could be interference. This could count.
Yeah, likely illegal contact going to go against Calgary, I imagine.
84 yards for Chris Williams. What a sensational way to pick up your first Redblack touchdown.
Calgary number 28. That penalty is declined. Touchdown.
The fly guy.
And Chris Williams, you saw the matchup. He beats the corner to the inside and then breaks it back out. Henry Burris drops it over the top. There's the big play the Ottawa Redblacks have been looking for. Trying to take advantage of the speed of Williams and Price. They finally got it at a critical time in this ballgame.
Biggest play of the season. The first touchdown for Chris Williams in the CFL since 2012.